Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today we're going to be making whoopie pies. Now, just because it's the Christmas time doesn't mean, these whoopie pies are just for that time. They are for other holidays or special occasions, or just when you want something really good to eat. They are just so delicious. Well, we are going to be using a Whoopie Pie Pan today. Now, this is a special pan you would have to buy. I actually purchased mine at a store called Williams-Sonoma, but you probably could go ahead and get it on Amazon there as well. I went ahead and I buttered the whole entire pan, and then I put the flour on and, shook off the excess. And now we'll go ahead and put that aside. Now we need to go ahead and turn on our oven to 325 degrees. And we are going to go ahead, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you this up close. We need a medium-sized bowl. In this bowl, I have put in 1 cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of cocoa. I'm actually using Hershey's cocoa. And then I put in half a teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then I ended up whisking it together. And now we are going to go ahead and push that aside and get another bowl. Now that I have a large bowl, could be large or medium, I'm going to go ahead and add in 2/3 cup of light brown sugar. We want it firmly packed, as you can see in the cup. Put that in there. And now I'm going to go ahead and add in 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter that actually have been sitting out at room temperature. So it's going to be slightly melted here. And I'll go ahead and put that in now. Now I'm going to go ahead and beat this with the mixer on medium speed for 1 minute. Now that that's been beat together, we are going to go ahead and add in 3/4 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And we are also going to add in 1 egg. Again, this 1 egg has been out at room temperature, and we are going to beat it about medium speed for 1 minute until fluffy. Now that that's all been beat up, we are going to go ahead and add in part of our flour mixture, which we have right here, and we're going to alternate it with 1 cup of buttermilk. Now, if you don't have buttermilk, we can do a buttermilk substitute, which I am doing, and I will show you right here. I ended up taking a lemon here, and I squished it onto the counter to release the juices. Then I cut it, and then I squeezed out the juice, which I have right here. I measured out 1 tablespoon, and I put it into my measuring cup, and I put the sieve over it to catch the seeds, because we don't want our seeds in our buttermilk. And then I took 2% milk, and I filled it all the way up to the 1 cup line, since we need 1 cup. And then I let it sit at least 5 minutes to make it look like it kind of curdles. I don't know if you can see it there. It's a little bit more chunkier. That's what happens when you let the lemon juice sit in the milk to make it look like buttermilk. So we're going to go ahead and mix part of the flour mixture I have here into that and alternate with the 1 cup of buttermilk. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please click the button down below. I forgot to mention, when you're adding in the flour and then the buttermilk, we are using the mixer to mix it up. I'm doing it on between low to medium speed. Now that we have that all mixed up, we can take a spatula and go around the sides to make sure we have all that flour incorporated into our batter. And then I'll go ahead and remix this up with the mixer. Now we are ready to put the batter in the pan. We need to take about a tablespoonful and then a half. And that's what I ended up putting in these. I used the other spoon to scrape out the batter each time, I dipped it. I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest of them, and then we're going to bake it in the oven at 325 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes, or until a toothpick is inserted in the center and comes out clean. Then I'll show you when they're done. The cookies are all done. These ended up actually baking for me 12 minutes because at 10 minutes when I put the toothpick in the center, it did not come out clean. I do have a new oven, so it is taking a little bit longer on some things, or to get it right. We need to go ahead and let it sit on a cooling rack and let it cool in the pan for 5 minutes before removing them. Now that I have removed the cookies, they are cooling on the cooling rack. We need to go ahead and take our pan and wash it and reapply butter and flour to it because we don't want the second batch of cookies to stick to the pan. To make the filling, you need 2 1/4 cups of confectionery sugar, 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter softened, 3 tablespoons of milk. I use 2% milk, but if you have whole milk, that would be even better. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And then you just needed to beat it in the bowl like I had. And now we're going to go ahead and start to assemble our cookies. I've got the cookies right here. We are going to take about 2 tablespoons of our filling and put it on the flat side of the cookie, on all of them, and then we'll put them together and I'll show you what they look like. Just wanted to show you the whoopie pies up close. Now when you put 2 tablespoons of icing, it really comes out the side for the filling. I would probably do at least a tablespoon on each cookie, just because some of them are, unless you like that much, that's perfectly fine. And ended up making 12 of them. Here's the one I have right here. It looks absolutely delicious. Well, let's go ahead and have a taste test. Well, let's go ahead and try this delicious whoopie pie. Like I said, my family loves these. That is delicious. It's pretty moist. They need to be stored in the refrigerator. I sometimes put them in a covered container because it's just easier, but you can also store them on a plate or a platter and then wrap them up with plastic wrap. If you're afraid that they'll stick, you can put like a toothpick in each center, then put the plastic wrap on top, then make it like a tent so that the plastic wrap isn't sticking to the cookie. And these also freeze well. If you get to freezing them. Usually my whole family, like I said, eats them like hotcakes. And if this is not enough, because it made 12 of them, you can always double the recipe. Well, thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.